since I made my last video. Thank you to my 3 loyal viewers who keep watching these videos and come back for some reason. I really do appreciate that. It does motivate me to make a couple more uploads. And so, what I wanted to really do today while playing Minecraft, this is a bit more for a chill playthrough if we ignore the guns. Those are just more for my personal pleasure. I want to talk about how social media sucks, and that I hate it, and I think it's dumb and it's stupid. Now, you're just gonna have to hear me out here for a moment, because this is gonna be more ranty type, more frustrated, more just like me, not happy. I'm not happy, yeah. I'm not. Oh no! Look at this guy's not having it either. Oh come on, bro. You got chill. See, I got you. Hey, you're a free man. Where you go? And you're just gonna have to hear me out on why I don't like social media. Because in this day and age, it's all about connection, right? Getting to know people, talking with your friends and family over long distances. Yeah, that's all well and good. That's good. I feel like that's what social media should be used for. But I feel like an angry old man yelling out his window, looking at teenagers. Back in my day, we didn't use none of these freaking calculators and doohickeys to... I don't really know where it's going with that. My point that I'm trying to say is that I think real life interaction is far better, number one. And number two, the things that people say on social media are bad. I don't think they should be saying that. And the way they treat other people on social media is, hey buddy, is just horrendous. Horrendous, honestly. I don't think it's behavior that we should promote. Start off, my first argument, my first little point, is that I feel like social media is full of just bloat, I think. Full of random junk, almost. About people spewing their ideals. And what I mean by that, like ideals, is like, I think, let's take relationships, for example. Because everybody can't stop talking about their relationships, right? And the things that people, like, believe and say, like, oh, it's no contact once you break up with your partner, which I agree with, don't worry. Or it's like, if your man doesn't do this, if your girl doesn't do this, if your husband looks at you this way, or da 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 da. You get my point. People keep saying things. People keep providing their takes, and it pisses me off. And do I have necessarily a good reason? Not really. I'm just cranky. I'm just very cranky. I feel like because people are trying to implant their own ideals, it's almost like we aren't allowed to make mistakes anymore, that everything has to be perfect and our partners have to be perfect and blah 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 blah. It's all about this like perfect partner gist. I was about to say jizz. All about like perfect partners and trying to, I guess, instill a certain mindset in people. And you know what? What I think about that? I think it's dumb. Now, maybe they have good intentions, and I think majority of the time people do. I think most people try and have good intentions for one another, and that's all well and good. That's all well and good. I support that. We should be helping each other out as humanity. In these times, I feel like everybody's still a little bit shell-shocked from lockdown. And so, oh goodness, where was I? About, yeah, advice. It's all good, it's all well and good to help one another, but the problem is like we aren't allowed to make mistakes. We aren't allowed to have our faults. We aren't allowed to have our flaws. If we don't fill this criteria, then, well, screw you, I guess. And these, oh my goodness, guys, come on. Fly high, buddy. I feel like people's expectations start to get bloated. People don't know what to expect themselves. People lower themselves and don't expect as much when it comes to relationships. And I think it extends beyond that. Take, like, alpha male content, for example. Andrew Tate, I think, is a good, easy example to explain for this. But some of the things he says are just no good. You shouldn't be doing this. But people listen anyways, because they feel like they have to fill that criteria, right? And that's the problem. That's the issue. I feel like we expect so much from people nowadays, when in reality our expectations weren't as demanding because, well, I wasn't alive for it, but before phones and before television, before the widespread of social media, characters and ideals and expectations were all forms of experience, but now it's just what people say. And people just listen, which is fine. And so, yeah, it's just, what are we doing with ourselves? Are you letting yourself be like controlled by the masses, but controlled by what other people say? Or you're going to have some agency and actually take control of your own life and make those experiences yourself? You know? You know what I'm saying? Which then comes to my second point.
Depends on the whoa, hey, hey.
People are so mean for no good reason. For what purpose? I don't understand. The other day, I just play some like games, for example. I think this extends beyond social media. I think this is just humanity in general. People just love being mean because I think it's easier to be mean than it is to be kind. Because you're reciprocating what the world gives you, and so you feel less guilty of it. You feel like you're not trying to keep it down, I suppose. Whereas if you are kind, you will get punished time and time again. Now this sounds like some nice guy bullshit. Now you just have to listen to me for a second. That's not the point of this. But it's more so about the fact that everybody's an ass and everybody sucks, I feel. Including me. I can be a mean person too. But it gets to a point where it's more so, I suppose, why is everybody mean? Shouldn't we be kind to one another, to respect one another, to hear each other out? You know? Because we're all in the same world, we're all in the same planet, we all are in the same realm. If you're following me here on my tangent. Let's get some coal. Little breather before I resume my charade. Also, I do have to keep inventory on, because I'm a little bit of a cheapskate. I should make a script for one of these. I feel like making a script makes these less authentic, though. I don't know. What do you guys think? If drop a comment, smiley face. That would be nice. Maybe algorithm might give me a little kiss on the cheek, get me into the big leagues. Probably not. Didn't expect too much. Pretty sure there's nothing down there. I feel like down there. Cool. Anyways, my point is that in my head, I don't know where I got this phrase from. I don't know if I made this up entirely, but I feel like online space is almost like a court of fools, of people who make fun of one another, who prey on each other's downfall for no real good reason. Or that depends. I think I should give a little bit of context. When I say no good reason, I mean when somebody provides like a harmless take or makes a small comment, or maybe the way they look, they just get started like hated on, for example. Oh, I don't have a good example. But people who just are so rude for no reason. Perhaps this is more of a me issue, that I'm finding the wrong people, the wrong crowds. But I feel like in the previous, like, past couple months or so, I've been looking to try and, further my connections, get to know more people. And because of me trying to get to know more people, I think majority of people find it way easier to be mean, way easier to be rude. And it is what it is, I suppose. But no, what? At a pure, sheer, utter disdain for this kind of behavior, I'm gonna keep being me. I'm gonna keep doing what I like to do, which is be kind. I think that should be the main takeaway of this video, because as I'm ranting, I want you, the listener, to be kind. Sorry if that's scared anyway. But being kind is basically everything, yeah. I like the feels of these guns. They're very nice. Very nice. I'm Australian, but I'm a massive gun nut. Oh, look at that aim. Oh. So the main thing, be kind to one another. And my third point is how weird people can be about their... How do I say this in a more family-friendly way as a God-fearing man. People who enjoy or indulge in the act of self-pleasure and make it everyone else's business. This needs to stop. I think the bit's getting old, you know? I think we should stop gooning, you know? I think we should stop saying to other people, like, okay, maybe I'll find an example for this. Like, you scroll your shorts or your reels or your whatever you scroll. I don't know. I'm so out of touch with my own generation that people are too comfortable on the internet saying whatever they like about their own little pleasure and weird little fantasies. And you know what? Do that with your best friends. Do that with your buddies. Hell, if you do it with your siblings or something, not in that manner. I mean like talk about it. Just to clarify, I do not mean having freaky time with your siblings, your friends, your family. This is not the point. What I'm trying to say is when you talk about your desires and your fantasies, you keep it to your close circle rather than talking about it with random people on the internet. Stop talking about this freaky shit in public. Just keep it to yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about how you go to the bedroom, to the floor, to the backyard, to the back. I don't want to hear it. Okay? I'm done. I don't want that. I don't want to. I'm sick of it. It's gross, and you know, on some occasions, you know what? It can be funny. But majority of times I don't think it is. Yeah? I think that I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of this. Oh my goodness. I'm just sick of it. I'm done. And I don't want to hear it. That's almost everything I have to say about social media. Besides, this is more of a personal gripe. This last bit is more so the fact that I'm a lonely lad, but I actually have a loving family and pretty great friends. So you know what? I'm actually lying to you right now. But you know, it's just a generic. I feel like everybody's gone through this. You see some happy couple, you're scrolling, and it's like, screw them. You know what? I'm freaking evil, and they suck, and I'm better off alone. When in reality, you are quite me. I am quite the opposite. I am quite the opposite. I actually crave that, because I'm a youth. I'm yearning and everything, as any youth would do, and so it's more of a get over it kind of thing for me. But besides that, I think the act of scrolling, it's bad. I feel like it's such a waste of time. It's literally seconds of your life that you're sacrificing for a quick hit of dopamine that you don't remember. And I got told this on like some random comment, which like opened my eyes to reels or the shorts or whatever. But there's seconds of your life you won't remember that you're losing. And I'm sure you won't remember everything in your life. But even then, those seconds spent can be used for something a bit more beneficial for yourself. And so, social media feeds on hatred, it feeds on disdain, it feeds on resentment, it feeds on negativity in order to engage people in these loops, these echo chambers, I suppose, of hearing the same things which either make them mad or they make them happy. And they keep them coming back to shorts, they keep them coming back to reels. My house has been raided by mobs. I should have... Can you even call that a house? Absolutely not. There's nothing there. Oh my goodness. That is the whole entire United Nations. What? Okay, whatever. This zombie awareness mod makes mobs so much more of a pain in the butt to deal with. Good riddance. Bloody hell. I'm so bad at this game. Okay, we're fine now. Jeez. Only for a bit. I need more resources. As I was saying about loops and everything, I feel like social media just conditions us to literally rage bait, I guess. You could say it's rage bait. Joy bait, whatever bait. It's just keeping us trapped though, really. It's just keeping us from doing the things that we really want to do in our lives. Trying to cope by seeing someone else's success, or trying to cope by imagining yourself in a place. I feel like the media you should be watching are shows, movies, films, anything with an actual story, anything with a moral, anything that's trying to teach you something is of more value compared to shorts. But but if you don't scroll, all power to you. That's really good, and you should be really proud of that. But if you do, you're in the same boat as me, who ends up going back. I feel like I'm also calling myself out here, because shorts and stuff, reels, they make me angry sometimes, and they get me to come back, and that's the way it actually works. How it grabs attention, how it grabs us to keep coming back. That's just the entirety of social media's revenue, I guess, or how it makes revenue. But besides that, that's my little rant and my horrible CL issue. You'll probably be seeing more of this world. I think I'll probably try and bring back these videos where I just speak on a topic as much as I can. But yeah, that's all I have to say about social media. I think it sucks, I think it's dumb, and we should blow up every company. Actually, no, I don't actually mean that. I don't blow up companies. I think we should take better care of ourselves. Anyways, wrapping up there. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. See you in the next one. Hopefully soon.